Boys, it's a bad day. It's a bad day. And, it's my first accident, I'm pretty sure. Well, first like real accident. Greetings and salutations, Doughboy Nation. Johnny Allen Supercar here back again. I'm coming to you live from my back porch, where I'm going to be talking to you guys about some updates of some things coming. So, if any of you actually watch all of my videos, if you watched the Doug DeMuro review video, I announced that I had a 5-speed transmission for the BMW, but it appears my sister, as you guys may or may not know, that is my sister's car, and I was gonna 5-speed swap it, and that would have been a great video, really funny. But sadly, I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm just gonna sell it. I have it listed up for like $1,000 bucks, trying to make some profit. I mean, I got it for pretty cheap. I got it up there for $1,000 bucks. If somebody wants it, if they know the channel, you will get a know the channel discount if you want that 5-speed swap over there, for sure. So I also got the wheels that I had on it. These, I found out what these actually were. These are Bremer Craft BR09s, 18x8. They're fantastic. They're great wheels. They look good. I wanted to get new tires that weren't so thick, and then lower the car and how to look nice, but I'm not gonna do that for my sister. Like, no, like that's cool. I'm not gonna make her car cool for her. No, I was making it cool for me. Selling those for 500, bought those for 250. If you know the channel and you want them, I'll give you a discount on them for sure. Then Nissan right over here with the Z-Bay right in front of it, looking real good without that little thing on the back there anymore. I'm going to be taking apart the whole suspension to put the coil over it really soon. Hopefully it's running right by then, but then also there's things for this. There's a ball joint on this side that is no good. That's the only problem that this car has, besides some rubbing issues in the back. And then I'm just gonna add maybe like a little spacer on the front, make it look a little bit nicer. And after we finish getting this bumper painted, it should look a lot better. We're gonna be putting the wing back on also. The wing's still not on because that's going to be a part of this video. And then fixing my Z-Bay thing and fixing the interior and hopefully getting a lot of stuff done on this car. As for this thing, well, yeah. So, let me talk to you guys about that. So what happened here was I was merging onto the highway, very fast merge, like it was like a 90-degree angle. You go right onto the highway, it's like 55 miles an hour, like bam, right away. And the guy in front of me, I was trying to hop into his window to go, and his window opened and he did not go through it. And I was looking at traffic and thought that he would go through it, because I just thought that. That was just my fault, overestimating him. Sadly, yeah, this happened. But don't worry, because I bought a bumper already. In fact, I bought a bumper for that the day after that accident. The guy who I bought the bumper from, I had talked to a few days prior to the accident and had scheduled a time to go meet him to pick up that bumper, and then the day of I canceled and was like, you know what, I don't think I really want it anymore, because I didn't really need it, and I needed it. I messaged him back and he was like, ha, that's funny. And then like, sure. I go up there, I go to meet the guy. He was like half an hour late, but whatever, that's cool. But he definitely made up for it, because he gave me like a little tour of their garage, their business, which is EMK Automotive. And let me show you guys some of the clips from when I went to go pick up this bumper. Well, the dude was 30 minutes late, but we're here. Here's the parts car. It's actually unpainted. I didn't even know that till now. We still got one broken tab over here. We're gonna have to deal with that. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Now we're gonna get that off and throw it back inside of that thing. Man's got an R32 just sitting here. This is dope. Along with some other stuff in here. But R32, that's sick. So Pulsar GTIR Z32, and this as right-hand drive. So oh man. So do you import cars or just? Oh wow, dude, this is insane. Right-hand drive Z32, and these all drive and move and everything. Oh man.
That's the way I get the Pulsar painted, obviously.
Man, that is sick. Yeah, I saw those. Those were sick. man. That's dope. RPF 1 thing. Oh my gosh, man.
You do all over your car.
That's cool. That's dope.
Yeah, let's get that pump on.
So yeah, those dudes are super cool. But right now, we gotta focus on this bumper. So, the things we will need to paint these Johns. So I got paint matching paint from scratchwizard.com. This is the second coat, the E33 yellow. It like squirted out a little bit here, but I think it's okay. It was a little light, but should be all right. Then we got right here this is the base coat. Okay, so this is the base coat that goes on before this, and then for this. Oh wait, no, it's not. This is the base coat. This is the Alpine white for the white for the bumper. Okay, so it's a good thing we didn't mix those up. Wait a second. I bought automotive primer. I picked up a can of satin protective banana. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Okay, I gotta go back to the store, I guess. Let's just get these sanded, then we'll worry about that. Okay, sand paper. So, 400 grit, 400, 600. Then we're gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit this one with some adhesion promoter right here. Gonna hit it with some of this. That's good for your plastics, for things like this. This has a layer of filler primer on it. Some adhesion promoter probably wouldn't be a bad thing on this either, but I'm gonna probably be sanding through most of the filler primer. There are some cracks in this one that I'm worried about, so I want to really make sure I get all of those out like as best as possible. I'm gonna collect myself. Then we'll get started. Get situated, get ready to get busy. I'm very nervous. I'm very, like, if I mess this up, that paint's expensive. It's a lot of money. I'm very broke at the moment. If this goes poorly, we still gotta send it. I want you guys to know that. No matter how this paint turns out, we're still sending it. It matters, but regardless, this bumper is going on the car after it's done painted, no matter how it looks. I'm gonna get everything set up, then come back to you guys. See you in a minute. Alright guys, so I got everything set up, got this bumper on the table, that bumper on the table, and all my supplies here on the table. Make sure that you have a mask for sure. I'm going to use some gloves because I have a cut on my finger and I don't want to get paint in. That's probably not a good thing. Now, we only have this much adhesion promoter. Y'all can't, I guess, feel this, but this should be enough for just this bumper because you really use a very light coat of this because this stuff is very thin. So you use a light, tacky coat. It's like your first coat after sanding, so you want to just go very light with that. Now we have automotive primer here. This should be enough for both. See, I bought 2 cans. One was automotive primer, one was satin gray. I might go to Walmart in a minute because we're not going to use the palm sander, which I put around here somewhere. We're not going to use the palm sander. We're going to be doing this by hand sanding. I thought we need the palm sander, but really we don't. If you use the 400, it's really fine. You just got to really make sure that you get all the areas, make sure that you get everything. This has a layer of filler primer on it. There were some cracks in the primer up here that I just sanded a little bit. It's totally smooth. It's like smooth like a freaking baby's bottom now. So I'll be sanding through all of that with 400, and then after the 400 we'll be doing some 600, and then after 600 it is time. So that's the part that's not time sensitive, so we're gonna do that now. And then we'll worry about the palm sander and probably returning that and probably adding more primer and stuff like that. I don't know how much primer we need, but I'm gonna get a second one just in case. We're gonna try. I'm also gonna pick up some newspaper, because I don't know if we have a newspaper, but I'm gonna look. Alright guys, just got back from a Walmart run, also bit of a Wawa run, got a meatball sub. I'm about to enjoy this in a minute, but it's got me thinking. This meatball sub's got me thinking. So I want to be able to do this where I can put primer and paint on in the same sequence. I've still only sanded this with 400. I haven't even touched that. It's like 7:30 right now. Now I got a lot to do. I got a lot on my plate. But tomorrow I would probably have time to paint these. So here's what I might do. Get all my prep work done today, get all my sanding, all my degreasing. Well, I'm gonna re-degrease tomorrow. But all my sanding, all my degreasing, all my alcoholing done tonight. And then tomorrow we'll be ready to lay paint on bumper. So I got a couple more things. I got a degreaser, gonna need that. I also do have alcohol. I don't know which one works better, but I got them both. Then I got some more automotive primer from Walmart. I still gotta sand this one down. Sanding is not very cool to watch, so I'm not really gonna show it. If you want to see me sanding, then it's kind of weird. But I'm gonna get all the sanding done for these. 400, then 600, and then after that, probably tomorrow, we will prime. Because we need to prime, paint, and clear all in one sequence in the span of like 3 or so hours. I'm not trying to be doing this till like 11 o'clock at night because I do gotta go to work tomorrow. But after work tomorrow, we'll do this. Because if I start painting, then I'm committed. You know what I mean? I'm in it. I'm in the shit. But it'll be alright. Tomorrow for sure. Tomorrow for sure.
Tomorrow for sure.
Hello. It's the next day. And so I got 2 bumpers here. Both sanded. About to be primed. I just gotta wipe them down with some degreaser. Wet the floor. Then we're A-okay. So, this one, now, I had to do something a little bit different with this one. So, if you guys remember, this was white originally, and then it was gray. That's because I sprayed a coat of filler primer over this whole thing. Now, originally, that was because I planned to wrap this before a different shade of yellow, but it was just too different. We bailed on it, so I decided to just paint it myself. And it's a little bit cheaper, I guess, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. If I do a good job, then fantastic. But yeah, we'll see what happens. So I put the filler primer on because the paint underneath this that this came with, which was a professionally done paint job, was cracked like all over the place. Like right here, there were a bunch of cracks in there, and cracks in places like down there, and cracks everywhere. So I sprayed the filler primer on, and sanded the crap ton out of this with 400 grit sandpaper. And then that just does the trick. It gets rid of just the right amount of primer. Like just the right amount of dust. It's perfect. And it doesn't like scratch into your bumper. Because the thing with sanding is you don't want to sand with too low a grit. Because then you can put scratches into it, and then the paint will seep into those scratches, creating cracks, and you can see the scratches in your final product. You don't want that, but 400 grit is like the lowest you want to go. You really don't want to go lower than that. At least this is what I've heard from the internet and from my own brain, from what I can think of. I wouldn't want to go lower than 400 grit for sure. Oh, and this one I just kind of sanded with 400 and then just left it like that. I have to go over this with 600 again in a few places where I had to fix some stuff. Like here I had to fix things, I had to fix things there, and fix some spots here and there. Both the bumpers have been degreased. That reference. But anyways, now it's primer time. So for this one, we're going to be using adhesion promoter because this doesn't have any primer on it or anything on it at all. This is just plastic, whereas that has primer and paint on it, which we've etched into to put a layer on top of. But this has nothing on it at all. So we're painting on paint, we're painting on plastic. 2 different things. And for this, you want to use this, a very light coat of this, because it comes out clear. It's made from mainly plastic things like this, and it's really meant to be a tacky layer for your paint to stick to. So you want to put it on tackily, like you just want to tack it on. So what I mean by that is just light back and forth, just light back and forth, just like real quick. This still needs to dry a little bit more, and when these are dry, we'll actually get started. Big thing to remember, guys, it's not a race. Take your time. I'm actually sort of talking to myself, really. Let's hope I don't f this up. So, my stupid ass forgot to put water on the floor before I started. So, gonna fix a few things. Be right back, just one moment. Alright, so no real damage should have been done. That was only my very light tacky coats, so it should be fine. We're continuing on now. Heavy primer coats coming up very soon, and yeah, that'll be like the real process, the real deal. So, this is gotta dry, still a little bit of wetness on it, but we'll fix that up real good. Alright, that one went pretty decent. Guys, I wanted to just remind you real quick, both these paint jobs are probably gonna turn out like shit. More than likely, they're both gonna be awful. So, please laugh with me at this. Not too much at me, I'd hope. And, we're gonna see what happens. I've never painted from a bumper before. I've never done this before. My first time ever doing it, and I gotta do it to 2 bumpers, so. Now well. I'm trying out here, boys, I'm trying out here. This bumper ate up a whole can of primer, so that one is 1 whole can left. Hope it's enough. And I hope the paint is also enough. I only got 1 can of paint because I thought that was gonna be more than enough, but if it's not, thankfully I'm not painting the whole bumper yellow. I'm only painting some parts yellow, so I'm not painting the bottom part here yellow. I'm painting the part here, all along here. It's gonna cut off there, go around here. It's gonna be basically, so this whole half there, underneath this, all up in there, yellow. So all up here is yellow. So about the same size as this, really, with the yellow can. So it should be enough, especially with how I lay my coats. I lay the primer down very differently than how I lay the... Alright guys, so this is the white. This is how it turned out. It actually turned out somewhat decent. Some parts are still a little bit wet because I just went back and sprayed over a few parts here and there. But yeah, it doesn't actually look all that bad. I'm pretty surprised. On camera it looks amazing because it's on camera and you guys can't see all the little details and places that I messed up, places that I didn't really fix. For instance, this bumper was again used, so there were some scrape marks on it that I didn't really bother fixing because it would basically have involved Bondo, and I was not about to use Bondo on this. I was like, you know what, this is fine, this is it. I'm not gonna put that much effort into this bumper. That bumper I would, but not this one. So there's like scratches down here. There's a big old scratch on the side right here that you guys can very clearly see when my hand's over it like that. It's very deep and things like that. And I was like, I'm not about to Bondo over this whole thing and do all this stuff. No. It's like, no. So, the layer of paint is on that. Now the yellow needs to go on this one. Hopefully that turns out okay. Our final finish is gonna really be in our clear coat. And with that, like I said, I'm gonna be wet sanding and buffing it. And that should be smooth. This might not be smooth right now, but it should be smooth later, hopefully. I'm really hoping. I'm really trying to be hopeful here, guys. But I just degreased this, letting it dry a little bit. Then the yellow's going on. Finally, the yellow is going on, guys. I've had a not yellow bumper for a year now. I realize some of you guys might be a little bit triggered at this point in the video. Because I'm not doing any of this properly, like the proper like way, and I understand that. I know. Thing is, I just can't. Like, I'm in a hurry. Like, H2O's coming, shit like that. I gotta get going. I don't have time to take this to a shop. I don't have money to take this to a shop. None of that. I don't. So I gotta do what I gotta do, and this is what I'm doing. And you know what? Sometimes you just gotta send it. You know what I mean? You just gotta send it. I'm just trying to send it with this bumper, so we're gonna send it right here in just a minute. Listen. Alright guys, so the wing looks freaking amazing. I mean, look at that shine, you know, be like, oh my god. It's been like 20 minutes or so since I sprayed it. This bumper looks great. It's gonna look a lot better with the wet sanding. But till then, that's how it looks. It looks pretty good. I have not done this one yet. I'm about to do this one now. Yeah, so now it's time for the yellow bumper. Time to get that one all clear coated. This guy's dead, so he's going to the trash. We got one more here. Thank God I bought two. That one's getting done, so let's do it. Alright boys. Ooh, I almost kicked the wing. It's the next day. The wing looks great. The wing looks fantastic. Fine bumper. Sorry, I haven't seen it in the sun yet. Now, the yellow bumper's fitted on the car, so you guys can see it next to the regular paint, so that's alright. It doesn't match the eyelids. The eyelids are wrapped, so But honestly, it's better than if I wrapped it, I'll tell you that. It just makes me feel so happy to see a yellow bumper again. I haven't seen a yellow bumper in so long. But notes for next time, because this is not the last time I'm painting this bumper. This was really only the first. If I am able to paint it before H2O, I will paint it again. If I'm not able to, I'm not going to worry about it. But so what we need for next time is a second layer of paint and I think 1 or 2 more layers of clear coat. So that's kind of a lot to miss. That's kind of a lot to miss, so my bad about that. But I just didn't have enough, really. And I had to work with what I had at the time, and I just didn't order enough when I ordered everything, which was a while ago. So I just had to work with what I had, and that was one can of paint and 2 cans of clear coat for 2 bumpers and a headlight and a spoiler. I will admit though, when I bought the clear coat, I had intended to use that for just this bumper, and I didn't anticipate having to buy that bumper, but I only had the 2 cans, and that's all I could work with. So yeah, but honestly, this doesn't even look too bad. Like when the black is on this, it's gonna look so much better. This really isn't too bad. You can definitely tell it's like home done, but you know, it's not too bad. I did this, since this was the side I got to later, this does need more paint over here. It's really light over here, and it's much heavier over here. It's much thicker over there, so that's something to watch out for next time. The tiger striping isn't too bad. I do see some areas where I did put on a second layer, like right here, like in this area, looks fantastic, because I actually put on another layer later on afterwards, and this looks great. But some of it's just too thin. It just needs 1 more layer. I think I need the more clear coat in order to wet sand, and I don't have the more clear coat, so probably just not gonna wet sand. I know it probably sounds cringy. You guys, some of you guys are probably just so triggered, but yeah, sorry. This video is over. Pretty much everything's painted. Paint's on everything, clear coat's on everything, what clear coat I have. And yeah, this is just making it work, guys, making it stretch. I'm on a bit of a time crunch, yeah. And I want better results. Don't get me wrong, I want better results. I'm hungry for it, I'm after it, but it just can't really happen right now, I guess. But anyways, guys, this is the BMW bumper. I'll get the BMW up here in a second, and I'll test fit that, but y'all probably aren't very interested in this front bumper. So yeah, that's gonna be it from me. Painted a freaking front bumper, 2 front bumpers today, and clear coated a wing. The wing turned out fantastic, so I love that. I feel like it's about to rain, but yeah, guys, that's it for me. So I don't know what is next, but I'm painting some more stuff. Gotta paint this matte black soon there on the bottom. But yeah, there's a lot more to come. So if you liked this video, if you liked watching me try to paint my bumper, then you know, leave a like, maybe subscribe or something like that. But other than that, that's gonna be it from me. And until the next stream, boys. Until the next stream. Deuces.